Hi everyone, welcome back students. In the previous video, we learned about Maharashtra before Shivaji and how Shivaji Maharaj worshipped all the saints, no matter what their religion was. So let us learn about the work of saints in this chapter. Chapter 2, Work of Saints. Now students, in the book they have given in paragraph format, I know that. But over here for this video, so that you understand it very easily and it doesn't confuse you, I have written down in pointers. So it is easier for you to remember as well as note it down in your book. Now, when we talk about the saints, these saints come from various strata of the society. Strata in the sense various group, various caste of the society. And there are various saints that we are going to talk about. These saints have always spoken about like compassion. Compassion means how we are supposed to be down to earth with everyone, non-violence, wherein we are not supposed to fight, charity, to give others who are in need, service, which means to serve people. They spoke about equality, treating everyone equally, brotherhood, to have a brotherly or brother friendly nature with everyone. And they also taught us that no one is inferior, means no one is superior, everyone are equal. These were the things that were taught by these saints, and they created a social awakening. Let us learn about the first saint, that is Sri Chakradhar Swami. Now Sri Chakradhar Swami, he was actually a prince. Okay, he used to live a very royal life, and he was born in Gujarat in 13th century. He was a prince. He lived a very aesthetic life after that. Now he came to Maharashtra and he preached equality. He told why being equal is important, because he used to not believe in any discrimination based on caste, that he belongs to certain caste, so I'm not going to talk to that person, or he belongs to this gender, so I'm not going to talk to that person. This he never encouraged, he never believed. That is the reason he established the Mahanubhav sect. The Mahanubhav sect, he wrote the memorable incidents from his life. And all these memorable incidents he compiled in a book. And this book was known as Leela Charitram. The next saint we are going to talk about is Sant Namdeo. Now Sant Namdeo was a great devotee of Vitthal. And you must have heard about Pandharpur, right? Some of you might have also visited Pandharpur. So he was a great devotee of Vitthal, and he was born in Narasi village. Now he also composed many songs. Songs means praise of God, and he performed them like in the form of kirtans, and he brought about general awakening. Now he used to move all over Maharashtra to spread this Bhagavad Dharma and taught people about the devotion of God. He traveled to many places for that reason. He instilled in them that we are supposed to protect our religion. And he used to spread this message of humanity. He used to tell everyone to treat everyone with humanity. He also traveled to Punjab and he spread the message of equality to the people there. Now, even today, some of his verses are included in Guru Granth Sahib. That's the holy book of Sikhs. And his verse, the verse of Sant Namdeo's verse are included in that book. Next, we learn about Sant Dnyaneshwar. Sant Dnyaneshwar, his family belonged in Apegao and he was born in Alandi near Pune. He had two brothers, Nivruttinath and Sopandev. These were his brothers. And Muktabai was his sister. So there were four siblings altogether, three brothers along with Dnyaneshwar, Nivruttinath and Sopandev, and one sister, that is Muktabai. Okay. Now he used to always, these bigoted men, no, they used to look down of these children because they were the offspring of sannyasi. Now what is sannyasi? Their father, Dnyaneshwar's father, took sannyas. What is sannyas? Sannyas meaning is to retire from this worldly life, means he used to not work. He took sannyas and he left home. And later on, he obeyed the order of his guru and he came back. Now after coming back, he got four children. Can you name the four children, students? Nivruttinath, Sopandev, Dnyaneshwar and Muktabai. Now all the narrow-minded. Now what is the meaning of narrow-minded? All the people who have very small thinking, that religious leaders should not, they do not have the right of taking sannyas. They should not, the ones who are taking sannyas should not have children. And if the children are there, then they should be banished. Banished means nobody should talk to them. Now, Dnyaneshwar used to go house to house to take alms. Now, what is alms? People ask bhiksha, right? So, Dnyaneshwar is to go from place to place to ask for alms, means to ask for bhiksha. And when he went there, he had to listen to all abusive language because nobody used to treat him properly since he was the son of a sannyasi. And he felt very bad after this. He entered his hut and then he locked himself. That time his sister Muktabai came and she told, open the door. And she said, if you stay like this sad in your room, who will look after the welfare of the world? Now this gave him a lot of inspiration and he thought, now I am going to look after all the poor people. And then he started writing. He started giving advice to people. And he told, give equal treatment to everyone. And he wrote this outstanding book called Dnyaneshwari in Marathi. He wrote this book in Marathi and that's how he became famous. The next saint is Sant Eknath. Now Sant Eknath work started by Sant Namdeo and Sant Dnyaneshwar. He lived in Paithan. He wrote Eknathi Bhagvat and many Abhangs. So he preached the way to reach God was to Bhakti Marg. He used to always say that if you want to reach God, the only way is Bhakti Marg. And he wrote many Abhangs, OVs. And his advice to people was to not accept any distinction of high and low. He used to also say we should not take any distinction that lower caste people should get this, higher caste people should get some other things. So these benefits he used to not take. And he made friends with poor and downtrodden and taught him devotion. He taught how God is important, how loving God is important. Now one day, I'll tell a story. He was going to the river Godavari for a bath. It was noon and very hot. And the sand bed along the riverside was hot too. Now he heard the crying of a poor child. There was one small child and he was crying. Sant Eknath saw around, but there was nobody. He saw that there's a child. He rushed and he looked out for the child's parents and he wiped the child's tears. In this way, we understand how he's always helping or he's always trying to love, being equal in the minds of people. Sant Tukaram. Sant Tukaram and Sant Ramdas, they lived in Shivaji's time, okay? So, Sant Tukaram was born in Dehu near Pune. He had a big farm and also a grocery shop. And he was so rich that his forefathers used to lend money to needy people. He also wrote a lot of Abhangas and OVs. And he taught people love, humility, truth. But one day what happened? Tukaram drowned in the river. Drowned means he went in the river and he couldn't come up. In the river Indrayani. And all the record he had of loan papers, what his forefathers had given, went away. It got demolished. So he would now go to neighboring hill and sing songs of Vitthal. He used to make OVs, Abhangas. And on the 11th day of Ekadashi, Ashad and Kartik, he would go to Pandharpur. Now Shivaji Maharaj had also attended his kirtans and he preached people how to forgive people He also gave them the message of equality. He also told them, He alone is a saint of God and dwells with him who calls the weak and downtrodden as his own. So all over Maharashtra we hear people proclaiming Gyanba Tukaram to praise Sant Tukaram. Last saint we have is Samarth Ramdas. Now Sant Samarth Ramdas was born in Jamb in Maharashtra, and we can hear this Sant. You heard the phrase Jai Jai Raghuveer Samartha during the Aarti. You must have heard, right? So this the invocation constantly on the lips. Sant Samarth Ramdas used to always chant this. His birthday falls on Ram Navami, and he was a great hero. Now his real name was Narayan, but he used to always prefer to be called as Ramdas. He wrote Dasbodh and Manache Slok. He wrote these two things, and he inspired Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj to work for Swaraj. Filling the blanks, Sant Namdeo was a great devotee of Vitthal. At a very early age at Alandi near Pune, Sant Dnyaneshwar took Samadhi. Sant Tukaram drowned in the river Indrayani all the records of lone paper he had. To popularize the worship of strength, Samarth Ramdas raised the temple of Hanuman. Answer in one sentence. What social discriminations were rejected by Shri Chakradhar Swami? Shri Chakradhar Swami rejected all discrimination based on caste and gender. What desire did Sant Namdeo instill among the people? Sant Namdeo instilled among the people a deep devotion to God and the desire to protect their children. What advice was rendered by Sant Eknath? Sant Eknath advised people not to accept any distinction of high and low. What message was propagated by Samarth Ramdas? Samarth Ramdas propagated the message of strength, self-respect, unity, and fighting against injustice. Answer in 3 or 4 sentences. Why did Sant Dnyaneshwar lock himself in the hut? Sant Dnyaneshwar was deeply pained by an incident of social discrimination. He entered his hut and locked the door from outside to grieve over his lot. His sister Muktabai came and consoled him. Her words gave him new hope and inspired him to work for the welfare of the society. What message did Sant Tukaram give? Sant Tukaram preached equality, kindness, forgiveness, and devotion to God. He taught that God resides in all human beings. He opposed discrimination and cared for the people and downtrodden. Through his Abhangs and Kirtans, he spread the message of love and humanity. I hope students you've understood this chapter and the work of different saints. If you have any doubt, put down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such videos.